All right, friends, inside this video topic, we'll discuss a very interesting concept, and that is how to integrate user login API. Let's go back to browser. So successfully into our last video topic, we had done the user registration by using WordPress API. Now in this video, as you can see that here we have a login form, and inside this login form, we have two input fields called username and password. So how to use this form and also how to use WordPress API to do a user login from this headless store. So this interesting concept I'll discuss inside this video topic. So now first thing first, the question is that what is the login API endpoint? What we have to use for this login form? Let me tell you that inside WordPress, there are multiple ways like by the help of that we can do the user login inside a headless store. But here I will follow one more authentication, and that is JWT authentication, which provides the API endpoint. So whenever that plugin will be installed into WordPress by using its API endpoint, whenever if I pass the WordPress user like the username and password, so after authentication, after login, it will provide a token value. So as per this course, I'll use this plugin to create a token after login, and this token I'll then store into a local storage so that I'll get the information that the user is logged in or not into this headless store. So how to use the concept of JWT plugin to go with the login API? So here simply just type this keyword called JWT authentication for WordPress REST API. We can see that it is giving like multiple search result. So let's click on this first link, and then after it will open a plugin page. This is a WordPress plugin. So if I scroll to see its settings, and here we can see that it is giving a constant. So simply let's copy this line of code. Then I will go to a WordPress setup. Let's close this file first. And from this WordPress application, I will open this wp-config.php. And here, at last, after this db underscore collat, I will paste this secret key. And instead of this dummy text value, let's pass some random value, save these changes, again go back to plugin documentation. And here, one more constant we have. Let's copy again this line of code. Let's go here, not inside this React store. I have to go inside WordPress application. Let's paste here, save these changes, again go back to plugin documentation. And once we enable, like once we install this plugin, so what I will do simply, let's copy this plugin name, go into WordPress application, plugins, click on add new plugin. And then from this add plugin section, simply what the keyword we have copied, simply search here, and it will filter like this plugin from WordPress repository, and in a moment this plugin will be available to install into this WordPress application. So here it is. Let's click on install now button, and successfully plugin is now installed. Only we need to activate, so click on activate button. And successfully, as we can see that now JWT authentication plugin now activated inside this WordPress setup. So then after, what I will do, if I go and click on visit site, and here into this URL, if I type wp-json, now inside this API endpoint, I will find one more API endpoint, and that is from, if I scroll down as per the documentation, it will provide a namespace that is jwtauth/v1. If I go to confirm inside this namespaces array, and here, if I search, and now we can see that here we have jwtauth/v1. So let's copy this namespace. Let's open our duplicate tab. So after this wp-json /, if I type that namespace, and successfully, according to this namespace, it has opened multiple API endpoints, and as we can see, JWT auth v1, JWT auth v1 / token, JWT auth / v1 token validate. So here I'll use the concept of this token like the API endpoint, what basically we have to trigger using post request type, and we have to pass the WordPress user like the username and password. So once we call this API endpoint using post request type, and when we pass the informations like username and password, so automatically it will authenticate, and after successful authentication, it will provide a token value, and that token is nothing, that will be a JWT token value. Now, next after this, what I will do, let's get started about step by step this JWT login API integration with our Headless Store. So I will go then into a Headless Store. Let's open SRC folder, pages folder, and I will open auth component file. So first I will go into this API.js file. So here it will be. Let's open, and inside this API.js, let's create a separate function, and I will call it as login user API. And here, let's say export const, let's say login user, and here async in nature, and we have to pass the user information, and this time it will contain the informations like the username and password. So here, let's use try catch block. In case of any error, simply we have to go and log into console. So console.log and error. Let's go inside this try block here. Let's say response equals to await Exos API instance, that is API dot post request method. And here we have to first pass the API URL, and then after we have to pass the user information, which basically contains the username and password. So first thing first, for the API URL, so I will go and copy this project URL. Then here inside this backtick symbol, dollar curly pairs, so it will be project URL. So after project URL, we have to go and call this wp-json /jwt auth /v1. Let's copy and go here and put it here. And inside the second argument, simply let's pass this user info. Now after this response, simply we have to return. So here return response dot data. Save these changes. Let's copy this method called login user. Then I will go into this auth component, and here also I need to import this login user from API. Let's copy, and then after this time in this video I will go with this method called login form submit. So here what I will do, let's say try catch block first, error, and here console.log error. Let's go inside this try block. So await this function, and also let's pass async here, and inside this login user, let's pass an object. Remember, we have to pass user info like username and password, and all these informations already we are managing using a state variable called login data. So let's copy this state variable, because in this we have an object, and inside this object we have two properties called username and next, inside this login user function, we have to pass the parameters like to authenticate user, username, and password. To get all these data, we have to go into state variable, that is login data dot login username for password, login data dot login password. So once user will be authenticated, this function, like this function behind the scene using this API endpoint, so after authentication, successful authentication, it will return a token value. So here, let's say const response equals to, and then after, if I go, let's say console.log, and here, let's type response, save these changes. And one more thing, let's cut this event.prevent default. And here, let's paste here. And also we want to set our form. So, sorry, reset our form. So let's cut that code. And after this response, if I paste, and one more thing parallelly I want to implement, that is set page loading. Let's copy, go inside this login form submit method. So before this event.prevent default, let's put true here, and after this form reset, let's say set page loading, and inside here let's pass false value. Save these changes. If I go back to browser, go into this form, let's reload. And if I inspect, remember inside our last video, we had created a user with the credentials. If I go inside users, click on all users. So inside last video, we had created a user that is Rakesh and the password is from 1 to 8. So here, the same credentials I will use here. Let's go into console tab. So Rakesh and the password is from 1 to 8. Click on login button and it is calling behind the scene our JWT auth API endpoint, and here we have some error, and that is request failed 404. It is not able to find this API endpoint. If I go and WP app, WP JSON, if I compare WP JSON, JWT auth, and if I go, let's reload, and why it is not able to find. If I copy link address, let's open, and it is able to find. Actually, it is not able to find. And okay, actually, we have to use after v1 like token. This is actually what we forgot to add. So again, if I go here, let's go into this function. And after this v1, let's pass token. Save these changes. And if I go, let's reload one more time. And if I pass the same user information, Rakesh, and the password is from 1 to 8, click on login button and it is calling API. And now we can see that in response, if we see this console, in response, it is returning a valid token value. This is the user authenticated token. And then after, it also returns the display name, email, and the nickname. But in case, if suppose I am passing some dummy informations like this user exists, but the password is invalid, if I click on login, so in return, let's see that what is returning, and successfully we can see that it is returning some error, and that is 403 forbidden. So it means after successful response it will return a token value. Now this token we have to store into our local storage. So what I will do, let's go here, and after this response, simply let's say local storage dot set item, and here let's say auth token, and inside this key, I will store the value called response. And remember, inside response, we have a property called token. So I will just copy and put it here. And one more thing, in case of error, simply let's go inside this catch block. And here, what I will do, set page loading, or even let's get rid of this from here. And I will use a finally block. And inside this, let's say set page loading equals to false. And here I'll use the concept of toast dot error, and here let's invalid login details. And in this case, what I will do, I have to display a successful response. So in this case, it will be instead of error, it will be success, and I will call it as user logged in successfully. And one more thing, after displaying this message, also we have to redirect user to our checkout page. Remember, the concept is that before filling the checkout information, user have to register, or the user already exists, they have to log in first. So after successful login, simply we have to navigate into the checkout route. So what I will do, first we have to use a call. So let's say import use navigate. So use navigate, once it will be imported, let's copy, let's say const navigate equals to use navigate, and simply let's copy. Then I will go to this login API method, and here after toast, let's say navigate, and here simply we have to go into our checkout route. Save these changes. Let's go here. Let's reload. And let's pass our valid detail, or first I will pass like invalid detail. Click on login button, and in this case the user does not exist and we can see that invalid login details. Now when we pass the correct details, and this time let's click on this login button. So after login, we'll have a toaster message as well as we'll have a checkout route. Now we can see that after successful login, we are on the checkout page. And one more thing, additionally, we have stored the token value into a local storage. So if I go into application and inside this, if I search local storage, and now we can see that inside this auth token, here we have the token stored. Now successfully from this video topic, now we have the complete idea that how to go and install JWT plugin into WordPress application and how to use its API endpoint to authenticate and generate a valid token value. So overall, we have the entire flow like user registration as well as user login flow. So in the next video, I'll discuss the concept about checkout form and how to process the checkout data so that we can create an order into our WordPress WooCommerce. So for this interesting video, interesting course, please hit the like button to like this video, subscribe to this channel. Now let's meet to our next amazing video. So for this video session guys, thank you for watching and have a great day.